Hello to all you upright cats. This is Pablo The Cat, the purring, reigning and defending Cultaholic heavyweight champion. Adam Pacheet's Moggy Mr. Happy, and Ross's Rabbit Todd, want a piece of the Pablo, so the claws are out for the first all-animal predictions competition. The last 4 legs standing will go on to WrestleMania as the top of the pets. Mr. Happy's head servant, Adam, will be live streaming his reactions on Sunday night. Plus we'll have what happened at, Graded, and WTF moments on Monday. Enough stalling, get ready for a spaying, boys. Here are our predictions for WWE Fastlane 2021. Meow. First up, it's former friends looking to scratch each other's eyes out, as Drew McIntyre goes one-on-one with Sheamus. Nobody is expecting Sheamus to defeat Iron Drew on Sunday. The same way Tom didn't expect me to get stuck in the washing basket. How we all laughed that day, but I digress. Since Drew is getting the match against Big Bobby anyway, I think the Irish lad will pull out a surprise win. This way they can catfight over the championship after WrestleMania. Meow.
Here we see 2 large, beefy, brawling, sweaty men, who are set to do battle at the fastest of lanes. Here in the year of 2021, for no real reason whatsoever, since the WWE title match for WrestleMania has already been set. Card is subject to change, however, so while a win for Sheamus could set the proverbial Pablo amongst the pigeons and see this Celtic warrior head for the promised land that is the grandest stage of them all, I expect Drew McIntyre to come out on top in this bloodiest of blood feuds, getting a big meat-slapping win under his belt before facing Bobby Lashley at WrestleMania. Momentum. See, 'tis crucial in the wrestling. For me, seeing 2 big men slap all kinds of meat is the greatest source of excitement, the greatest source of visual beauty, the greatest source of intellectual interest. It is the greatest source of so much in life that makes life worth living. I like big, sweaty men.
The Intercontinental title is up for grabs, as Apollo Crews challenges defending champion Big E. When these 2 crazy cats started slapping meat, I didn't think we would build up to what we have now. Apollo has really shaken things up and is looking better than he has in years. Big E has been great as IC champion, and I don't think it's time for him to call it a day. So I'm picking Big E to walk in and out of Fastlane as the champ. Meow.
Apollo Crews is fantastic in his new role. There's one thing giving somebody a new gimmick, but that superstar pulling it off is another thing entirely. But for some reason, with a murder attempt using steel steps in mind, I can only see Big E win in this one. How could that scoundrel Crews possibly do that, and then win the Intercontinental Championship as well? What message would we be sending to the youth of today? Being a bunny rabbit, I am an eternal optimist. So I have faith that WWE would see the right story through. I don't want them to borrow Apollo, mind you. He's still got big things to do this year.
The women's tag team titles are on the line, as Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler face Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair. Whilst I really think Bianca Belair is the cat's whiskers, this seems like a rinse and repeat from the match from last month. I will make the same prediction again for this one. Banks and Belair will have words with each other and the champions will end up retaining. Also expect Reginald to stick his paws in at some point. How do I get myself a sommelier?
This entire feud has been anything but hair-raising. I like carrots, but having the women's tag team and SmackDown women's golds in one feud is too many carrots. Of gold. Even for me. It's actually made me a hot cross bunny. Anyway, Reggie is going to get involved because of course he is. And once again, we're going to have contenders in a women's tag team title match that just don't get along. Because we've never seen that before. This dissension will allow Shayna to pick up the win and add more fuel to the fire in the SmackDown women's title picture, which should now include Tamina too, by the way. She's amazing.
Next up we are apparently getting Alexa Bliss facing Randy Orton. She's a real spooky Susan is Alexa Bliss. I liked it the other week when she made Randall Keith cough up fur balls. I think the match will be full of silly things, but I think Randy Orton will actually pin Bliss at the end. Then we'll see the return of Crispy Fried Fiend to save Bliss. I am a cat.
I'm sure things are going to get worse before they get better, but I believe they can get better. Therefore, I believe that Alexa Bliss will be the one pinning Randy Orton on Sunday, because that's the most logical thing that could possibly happen. You see, the essence of the Fiend lives within both Alexa and Randy, and that evil murder clown can take control of their respective bodily vessels whenever he wants. There's nothing either of them can do about it. And since the Fiendalicious likes Alexa, and Fiendalicious Baby doesn't like Randy, he can make the black stuff come out of Randy's mouth, which would then allow Alexalicious to get the Pinfalicious.
And finally, for the WWE Championship, Daniel Bryan will challenge Roman Reigns. I don't like big dogs, but Roman Reigns has been a very good big dog lately. That's the last time you'll hear me say something nice about a big dog. I like Daniel Bryan, but he has about as much chance of winning the title here as I do opening the Dreamies cupboard. Not unless I grow thumbs over the weekend, but I digress. Roman Reigns is retaining his title here. Sorry Daniel. You should let your beard grow out. I bet it would make a really good scratching post.
Roman Reigns for the win here, but I expect something will happen that will see Daniel Bryan added to the WrestleMania match to make things a triple threat. Roman Reigns always wins, even when he loses. There's no beating the tribal chief, the head of the table, the #1 table salesman in all of North America. I wish I had his teeth. And his babies. Anyway, I'm off to do some hopscotch while listening to hip-hop and stop making these rabbit puns because they're not bunny anymore. Toodle pip!
So those are our predictions for Fastlane this Sunday. Only one Cultaholic pet will go to WrestleMania. Join Mr. Happy's top servant Adam Pacitti on Sunday night for live reactions here on YouTube. I'm off to run up and down the corridor at top speed for no reason at all. Then I'm recording a podcast with Brian Zane's pet gopher. Love you, bye.